Okay, so let's do Kung Fu. This has
Is
a
that
great
next?
this has a great backstory, by the way. It's so
Kung
funny.
Fu. Wait, are
Um,
we doing Kung Fu?
yeah.
We're gonna skip Jaramite and Hogan's Alley.
Okay, Gyromite's a Rob game. Hogan's Alley is a
Okay.
light gun game. So
Okay. Cool.
again, if people weren't here for that announcement, some of the light gun games that got launched, we're skipping for technical reasons. Obviously, I think we'll go back to them later, and we'll actually get to play them. And then Gyromite and Stack Up will be skipping, which were Rob games. Um, so a brief history on that. Uh, Video games, there was all these like Atari and Commodore and all this stuff, right? In television, it crashed in the 70s. Like, just no one, like, supply and demand, it got all messed up. And
Yeah.
no one was buying anymore. Video games crashed, home consoles crashed, arcades took over. So, when Nintendo wanted to bring this home system back to the market, in the US, they thought they'd have a hard time marketing a home console because stores wouldn't want to buy them. So what they did is they created Rob, which is like it's a
A
robot you plug
robot.
into the NES,
Yeah.
so that they could market it as an electronic toy rather than a home console. Because if they said home console like Atari or whatever, the stores would not want to buy it. So they marketed it as a home toy, electronic robot toy or whatever. Um, but unfortunately, they did some play tests, like focus groups, and it wasn't really received very positively. But they thought probably if they release it, it would be. But what ended up happening is some ROBs sold eventually, but like basically everyone played Super Mario Brothers is what happened, and
Is
that
is
just
the
like,
Rob better or worse than the Power Glove?
well, it's worse. The Power Glove's cool.
Oh, I thought it was kind of universal consensus that the Power Glove was useless.
I mean, it's stupid, but the Rob's even dumber because it only works with like two games. So
Yeah,
at
but
least
it's
the Power
also
Glove you can use
a
with like everything.
robot.
We'll play.
Uh,
We'll try to get one. Maybe people will donate and we'll buy one. They're expensive. I
Buy a
don't have one.
Rob?
They're
How
like
much?
three
How
hundred
much was it?
dollars.
Oh God, are we gonna spend $300 on a
I don't
Rob?
know. Someone can
Philip
donate a
was talking
Rob.
about how the space background worked really well
Yeah,
on
Zelda
Zelda 2.
2.
I looked up Zelda 2. I couldn't see. I couldn't find the cover art for it.
Zelda 2, Adventure of Link.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's an iconic cover.
Of
Is that a
course.
cover? Anyways, that's iconic.
Let's
Yeah, it's
load
rad.
up Kung Fu, and I'll tell you the Kung Fu
Okay, Kung Fu.
backstory while you're playing it. This game,
All right.
oh,
Here we
this
go.
game's real funny.
You ready to load? You have
Yeah,
the delay and everything.
yeah.
Okay, loading in now. Kung Fu. Here we go.
So you guys still don't have audio. Sorry about that. But all you're missing is like really stereotypical, like
That's my favorite.
it's real cheesy.
Oh no, it's really good. Okay, ready? Let's play this. Who's me? Oh, that's me. Oh yeah.
Oh
Oh, so I
boy.
can punch too. Why would I punch if I can kick? My reach is much better. Am I going the right way?
Yeah, you go left.
Gotcha.
Bearded Bug says Rob was cooler than the Power Glove. His friend had one that didn't work with any of his games, so we just made it hold things.
I'd imagine that
That's
was
pretty
pretty
funny.
cool.
That's pretty funny.
You can buy a Rob for the sole purpose of holding your San Pellegrino.
Okay.
Yeah, $300 San Pellegrino holder. Like that is investment
I
and
kind of like,
shows
yeah, you
San
can just
Pellegrino
punch
that
people in the
we're
face.
serious.
Now, there's a knife guy coming up. You have to either duck under his knives or jump over them.
Jump over them. You can jump that high?
Sometimes he throws low.
Oh god. Oh god. The controls are kind of hard to input
This
the
is kind of
correct thing.
violent in a way, too.
Violent, of course it's violent. It's called Kung Fu. What'd you go into
Okay,
expecting?
so you want to hear the hilarious backstory behind this? It's pretty funny.
Yeah, let's hear it.
All right, let me pull it up so I don't mess it up. It's pretty
Oh
funny.
god.
In Japan, this game was called Spartan X.
What?
Yeah.
It's the original Halo game?
So it's called Spartan X, and it was released in Japan as Spartan X. It was initially released in Japan as a tie-in based on the Jackie Chan film Wheels on Meals.
Wheels on Wheels. That's like a program now to give people, like, homeless people. Pretty sure.
The game itself has no bearing on the plot or the film outside the names of the protagonist and his girlfriend. So it allowed them to export the game without license by simply changing the title. So you control Thomas, the Kung Fu master, as he fights his way through 5 levels of the Devil's Temple in order to rescue his girlfriend Sylvia from the mysterious crime boss Mr. X.
Wait, dude. I think Thomas from work was telling me that he's actually named after this guy.
Are
Like
you kidding me?
his older brother named him, and he was like 8 or 9 or something like that. I think this is Thomas from work right here. So from now on, that's the only way you'll think about him. But I'm pretty sure he was telling me that story just today when I was telling him about.
Oh my gosh! No way.
We were gonna play this game. I forgot about it completely. But no, yeah, this is Thomas from.
So
work.
you're playing as Thomas.
Yeah, I'm playing as Thomas from work. His name is actually supposed to be Martin Maxwell.
Oh my gosh.
But
that's so funny. He's named after him.
I play this game called Kung Fu.
So
my brother is going to be called Thomas.
I have to bring this up too. You might notice, like, how would his brother know that your character is even named Thomas? Where does it say that, right? So a lot of these old NES games, all the storyline and background was in the instruction book.
Okay.
Like,
so I guess Thomas's brother was a reader.
Right. Well, you got to read those instruction books because they have like the tips in there too.
Thanks for watching, dude. Oh god.
But.
Oh god. I'm so awful at this game.
That's so funny. I can't get over that. It's so funny.
Yeah. Ask him about that.
I will.
I'm sure he's got some kind of story to go wrong with it. Like, you can't be named after the character from Kung Fu without some great story to go along with it. You know?
We'll have to come back to this later and have him on.
Oh no! Yeah, we'll have Thomas on for this. We can probably find the music too and have him like play it. You know?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, have him play his own soundtrack. The soundtrack to his life.
Bug wants to know what the dragon icon on the top does. I don't really know.
I probably have to collect those things first. Like I'm still in the first.
I don't think so.
No, I'm not very good at these games.
So this is also considered basically one of the precursors to the whole beat 'em up genre.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
This is basically Dynasty Warriors.
Well, not necessarily Dynasty, but you know, like Streets of Rage and like all those kind of games.
Oh, yeah.
And arcade games like this, all those Ninja Turtle arcade games, the X-Men ones.
Those Ninja Turtle games.
Basically, this created that genre.
Oh, that guy's got a stick. How is this fair? Dude, that's poor form. So I'm guessing there's a whole lot more to this game. I'm just not doing very well.
Okay, well, let's see. So I'll just read this. I'll read this for you for gameplay. The player controls Thomas with a 4-way joystick and 2 attack buttons for punch and kick. Unlike more conventional side-scrolling games, the joystick is used not only to crouch but also to jump. Punches and kicks can be performed from a standing, crouching, or jumping position. Punches award more points than kicks and do more damage, but the range is shorter.
So I just throw some punches.
Underlings encountered by the player include grippers, who can grab Thomas and drain his energy until shaken off. Knife throwers, who can throw at 2 different heights and must be hit twice. And tom-toms, short fighters, who can either grab Thomas or somersault to strike his head when he's crouching. On even-numbered floors, the player must also deal with falling balls and pots, snakes, poisonous moths, fire-breathing dragons, and exploding confetti balls.
One of those doesn't fit. It's like, we've got some really dangerous things. We got falling pots, we got snakes and monsters, and some confetti.
The temple has 5 floors, each ending with a different boss who must be defeated before Thomas can climb the stairs to the next floor. Thomas must complete each floor within a fixed time. If he runs out or his energy is completely drained, he loses 1 life and must replay the entire floor. If a boss defeats Thomas, the boss laughs.
The boss laughs.
Yeah.
There's actually I've noticed like a lot of the I don't know about classes.
This is funny. Although there are 5 bosses, the game only uses 2 different synthesized laughs.
Oh my god, he's waiting for me to kick and then he's just bashing me in the knee. He's just like, yeah, here you go, in the knee. I hit your knee. Ah, no way.
I should mention this is actually a port of an arcade version. This is an arcade game first.
So this is not the original.
This is a port of the arcade game.
It's a pretty accurate port.
I don't know. I never played the arcade game.
I don't know. I mean, I figured you had.
No.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, here's a good little tidbit.
No.
This game was produced by this dude named Takashi Nishiyama, and he later designed the original Street Fighter at Capcom.
Really?
Before leaving to run SNK's video game development division. So then he created Fatal Fury, King of Fighters, Art of Fighting, King of Fighters 94, and Samurai Showdown. So
this guy did King of Fighters.
Yeah, this is like his first fighting game, basically.
So that just goes along with what you were talking about. How
I mean, he inspired himself, I guess.
Am I going the wrong way? Where am I supposed to be going? Oh no, here we go. Oh, stairs.
Well,
here we go. Next level. We've done it, kind of. Why are there 2 of them fighting? Was that?
I don't know. I wasn't watching the chat. Sorry.
Are you messing up?
No, I was reading.
Oh, we're going this way. Oh God. Okay, so I see.
Oh, you're on the even numbered floor now. So there's snakes, poisonous moths, pots, confetti balls.
No way.
Fire-breathing dragons.
This is crazy. Do this stuff in the beginning now?
Probably because you gamed over. So.
Oh my god. This game is so hard. All these games are so unforgiving. They're so unforgiving.
This is super weird. This is hilarious, though.
What's that? What are you talking about?
Director Agnes Varda featured the game prominently in a live-action film of the same name, dealing with an affair between a 40-year-old woman and a 14-year-old boy obsessed with the game.
What?
When he finally beats it after 6 months, he asks a bartender to give the older woman a call to let her know. The bartender is initially a bit dismissive, but still picks up the phone. However, she cannot get the message because she's not home. It's so funny. I can't hardly read it.
Can we put the movie cover on?
And the bartender reaches her daughter, who's too young to be a messenger. The film was retitled Le Petit Amour for U.S. release, so it would not be perceived as a martial arts film. Let me look that up. That's pretty funny.
Oh no, man! I'm just awful at this game. You did it, Thomas. Oh my god, that's so good.
I found it. I found the movie.
At least put the cover art out. Maybe we can show it. Can we show trailers?
Probably not.
Well, we don't have audio anyway.
I found the cover. I found the movie poster.
Yeah, put it up. Put it up. I'm gonna keep playing this for a little bit while you do that. Oh god.
It looks real weird.
I'm watching the stream, so I'm trying to see when you actually get it up. Pow pow pow. You guys didn't stand a chance.
Oh, it's so tiny. I don't know what to not cover.
Ow.
That's so stupid.
Dude, put it up.
I did. Give it a second.
I'm still looking for it. Ow, no, I'm dying. Where is it?
It's on there.
Oh, there it is. Oh, that's so good.
I can't really read the subtitle, but it's kind of blurry because it's low res, but it says he was 15, she was 41. Love is something.
You can see it like in the photo. He's just like a cocky young boy. He's just like, what are you going to try to do? And she's like leaning in. Like she's ready to go.
He's obsessed with this game that you're playing now.
She's obsessed with him.
They probably named their kid Thomas. It's like a autobiography.
Oh God, we definitely have to get Thomas in here. That's too good. Oh God, I'm about to die again. Why am I so bad? Have you beaten this game?
No, I never really played this that much.
Oh man, it's so difficult that I could see myself like just dumping hours and hours and hours into this. Like right now, like I'm kind of hooked on trying to get this first level again.
Especially if it was like the only game you had, you know what I mean?
Yeah. If you paid, back in or like
Yeah.
however like 85, like $50 for this game, or how much did games cost back then? By the way, that'd be a cool thing to look up. Because I remember like N64 games were expensive.
Yeah, they're really expensive, especially
Like those
Ocarina of
those are
Time.
some
I
of the
paid
first games.
$80 for that.
Yeah, I want to say Mario Kart 64 when it first came out was like $75.
Let's see with inflation how much everything costs.
Yeah, $75 in like what, like the mid 90s? Like that's a lot of money. It's probably at least
Um,
100 bones.
Most NES games were around $30. Some games were 40. Um,
So 40, like how much? What's $40 with inflation?
hmm.
Oh no, no, guys, bear with me.
I mean, that puts it about like
Oh
an
no,
Xbox One game, right? With inflation, right?
is it just that? I don't
I
know. Check
think.
inflation. Look up
Let's
inflation
see.
from what 85 to. I would imagine it's more than that, right? I'm not really basing that off any science. That's a complete guess, but it seems like it would be more if it's $40. Because what games are only $60 now. Most games. I mean, if you can get decent indie titles for $30, $20. You get good indie titles for $20. Obviously, you have to think about like the scale, though. They're probably obviously selling a lot more of these games now at $20 than they were back then. Oh no.
Oh, here we go.
Boy.
Oh wow!
Okay.
So I found an inflation calculator.
Oh God.
$40 in 1985 to inflation to 2014
Yes.
is $88.52.
Yeah. So really expensive video games back then. Like you had to be
Pricey,
pretty rich to be able to
pricey,
play video
pricey.
games. Like if you're a kid, if you
I
were
mean,
a 10-year-old kid,
I didn't have that much NES games. Um, I just played friends and borrowed them and rented them and stuff. It
oh
wasn't
yeah.
until I had my own job then I started like going back
Oh
and
God.
purchasing used versions of all the games that I like to play from friends and stuff.
That was also like way different back then though. Like gaming for me was a whole lot more about like going to my friend's house and having a good time, you know?
Yeah.
Like I didn't really own that many games when I was a kid, but I played a lot of games because my friends owned a lot of games.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Yeah.
it's
Same
like that
here.
doesn't happen anymore, you know?
Right. That's
Like if you
true.
don't have enough money for a system, then people now just like, well, since I don't have enough money for an Xbox or whatever, I'll just spend $3 on this iOS game or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll buy mobile games, which is ruining the industry, I think.
So this game's really hard.
It's extremely difficult. I'm struggling a lot here.
What time is it? Oh, let's do what's game B?
Let's do what?
What's game
Oh yeah,
B?
I can't move down there,
Select.
or can I?
What?
Select. Oh yeah, okay.
That's
Game
why it's
B.
called select.
I never put that together. I never put that
Come
together.
on.
Dude, I didn't know.
They thought you need a whole button instead of just pressing down.
I think these guys are coming in a little bit more aggressively. This is much quicker. These guys are flying in here
Oh,
now.
you think it's just faster? It didn't really
Yeah,
say when I was looking it up.
it's definitely faster, no doubt about it. Oh god, these grabbers are a real pain in the boots.
I like how it's supposed to basically be Jackie Chan. It's pretty funny.
Is it?
Yeah, because it's based on the Jackie Chan movie Wheels
Oh
on
yeah, yeah,
Wheels.
yeah, the movie. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I keep
Wheels on
forgetting.
Wheels.
There's a lot going on in my head right now. Mainly left or right. Whoop.
I should say
How
also
is this game
Koji Kondo
any
did the
easier?
soundtrack, but you're not
Faster.
missing much. Not one of his best.
I'm liking the soundtrack.
Whatever.
Maybe it's just like heritage, but
Oh
I'm enjoying
gosh.
the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Maybe because my last name is Chan and Jackie Chan is my son. That could be the reason. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh God, I've got no health. He's just chasing me. Gotcha. Oh
He
no
whacked you.
way. Yeah, he did. He did wreck me. It's okay.
Oh,
Oh God.
interesting.
So what? Are we gonna? Do we want to try a
I'm
different
checking out the kanji up there. That little dash. That's one.
kanji?
The one up there is two. Ichi ni.
I don't even see any.
It's
kanji.
counting on the top on those. The black little mark on that gray, that cream colored like scroll thing.
Huh?
That's Ichi, right above you.
I see. I see what you're saying now. Yeah, I can
Yeah.
read that.
Two, right? Ni. Easy.
Oh God. Oh God. God, these grabbers. They're just stage 5 clinging over here.
Oh, you made it to 3. So I guess it
Yeah.
just counts. That's neat, I guess.
You can kind of tell where you are, like where if you play this game a ton, you know where
Yeah. That guy's gonna
where
pop
where
out.
things
Okay,
are.
well let's wrap this one up.
All right, Kung Fu. I had a lot of fun on that. That's like that reminds me of all these platformers that are coming out now, which I mean obviously are influenced by these games that are super hard uh, and people really like. I had a lot of fun with it. I'm gonna give this one. I'm gonna give it 3.
Okay.
And actually, before a lot of those games, before like those sports games, I might drop 1. But this one, I'm gonna give like a solid 3. Yeah, this is a
Yeah.
good game. What are you thinking? 3 pixels.
From base, I didn't play it this session, but I've played it before. I wasn't really into it that much. It's kind of like the same thing over and over again. I'd have to give it a 2.
I really like it right now. Have you played Volgar the Viking on
No.
on Xbox? There was a free game a couple months ago on Xbox Gold.
Well, I have it then. I keep downloading those.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot like this like fighting platformers that's just like it's repetitive but it's extremely difficult and it's like if you die you go to the beginning. And it's I can see myself dumping a bunch of hours into it because there's nothing else really on the market, maybe from like apart from like Dark Souls or something, which is so unforgiving.
Yeah. A lot
And
of these
that in
games are
its
like
own-
that, though.
Right, but that holds a certain amount of value, you know.
That
It's
the only
different.
reason they do that is so that you don't go through it so fast.
Yeah, that's
Otherwise,
a good thing.
that's a waste of your
I don't
$88.
well, yeah, it's $88, but like
This had to
even
last
then,
you
I don't
like
wanna
months. This could be like
I don't
one
wanna
of
pay-
3 games you have like for a year.
It was like it just came out. The Order 1886 exclusive for PS4 is like a $60 full price AAA title that Sony is like, they have it right now as the game to get, like the reason to get a PS4 if you haven't bought one yet. It's like 5 hours of cinematic game time, and that's it.
So,
Like, but that's not my money's worth. And I was watching people play it, and it's a lot like those like Call of Duty games now and
Yeah.
other fighters where you're just walking your way into a cinematic, and then they tell you what buttons to press. Like literally, I was watching a cinematic where you're like fighting this dude, and he grabs his neck, and it's like press Y now, and you press
those are
Y,
called
and-
real-time action events. Or
Yeah, that's
something real-time.
stupid.
What is it called? Active. I don't know what it's called. Something like that.
QuickTime events or something like
Yeah,
that. I don't
QuickTime
know.
events. A lot of those adventure
Exactly.
games use it.
But that's not gaming, though. The adventure games usually
Ah.
like pair it up with puzzles. It's like that because that's the mechanic of the game, and they pair it up. Like that's the difficult part is the puzzles. Whereas 1886 and like Battlefield campaign, Call of Duty campaign, all of that is just they're just holding your hand through a cinematic and giving you something to do rather than just watching it. But really, all they want to present to you is this cinematic experience.
Yeah,
that-
it's a tell
that kinda make
story, I
sense?
guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mock
Value
Rider.
of time is different from person to person. I mean, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, value of time is different from person to person.
I'm not trying to attack anybody who enjoys those games, Like, they're great looking, They tell stories, like, which is cool. Like,
I should put an asterisk that one of the reasons why we're even doing this show is because Brian is just critical of everything. So
Yeah, we probably should have talked about that at the outset.
he's
I'm a huge
maybe
critic.
he's maybe overly critical, and I may be overly accepting. So that's kind
I
of
hate
what's going on. Although I'm rating these games mostly worse than you, so it's kind of been interesting.
Yeah, that's right. That's true. That's true. But you compare them to stuff that you know
Well,
that
I
to be really
guess
good on this
I'm trying.
console.
No, I'm trying to be put myself in that time.
I'm
I'm,
really enjoying. I really enjoyed this whole session. Like all these games have been fun to some extent. I haven't found any of these games like just repulsive.